What's up guys, it's PB. Thanks for tuning in to another Back of the Van review. Just for those of you that were hoping this was going to be one of my Life of a Jobbing Plumber videos, they are coming back soon and hopefully going to have one up in the next couple of weeks for you. But for today we're going to be looking at tool bags, and the latest tool bag from British company Velocity Pro Gear is the Rogue 4.0. It's been out a couple of months now. I've had this probably about 4 months. And I've been using this as a road test as my main plumbing kit bag. But we'll go through the pros and cons of the bag, what you can get in it, what you can't get in it, and you can make your mind up what you're going to use it for. But I've been running this alongside a separate bag I use as a gas boiler servicing bag. So we've got the tough base and then the kit bag built around the base. And what I'll do is I'll go through each side, components, things like that, and we'll just have a good look in the bag, and I'll try and give you an honest opinion of it. So the first thing you notice is we've got the shoulder strap there. Now I don't tend to use these, but it does attach. You can use a shoulder strap with it, and this pocket here can be used to store your shoulder strap if you're not using it. If you don't want to carry your shoulder strap with you, this pocket you can use for anything. I was putting my fluke tester in there. It fits nicely because it's neoprene, it hugs around, so it keeps the leads nice and tight in there. But that's what that pocket's for. On the other side we've got the same stretchy neoprene pocket, but this time it's got a velcro flap on it. So if you've got something you want to keep in there that you want to keep safe, I don't know, let's say we've got a socket set, we can bang that in there. It's stretchy so you can maneuver it around, and then you can close the lid on it. So we'll start with the front of the bag. You can see here we've got this flap. Now if you're not familiar with the Velocity bags, they've got these, I think they're called Fidlock, and they're like a magnet in a clip. So if you let go of it, it self-attaches, but you've got to slide it to get it off that way. But then they do find each other, so they're pretty cool. This front section, you've got some straps in there. There's a Talon clip. So what I was using it for was a hose pipe, because you can put your hose pipe in there, and then just this, because it sort of comes out and you can alter how much it comes out. You can adjust that to have your hose pipe in there, maybe a mini dust sheet, anything like that. And you've got one of these zip pockets, Velcro pockets, sorry, on the front. It's about that deep. And then this is a pretty cool feature. If you've not seen this before, you get a little Velcro Union jack. But you can get your own logo. Velocity will print your logo, which you can bang on the bag there to personalize it. So that's the front. Now we'll drop it out now and show you inside the bag. So the main body of the bag, we've got all these vertical pockets. Now these aren't stretchy neoprene, these are more sort of tough, which are designed for your vertical storage for your tools, like screwdrivers, excuse the noise, your grips, any kind of tools that you want to store vertically in the bag. It is big enough to take your bigger pair. There's a big pair of channel locks there, big pair of crescents there. Got a mini spirit level there. A lot of people ask on these kit bags about the 300mm screwdrivers, 300mm plus the handle, so probably about 450 in total. It is not tall enough to take those, but you can lie them on their side in the middle section, which I'll show you in a minute. And then a hammer, let's move that over. It is tall enough to comfortably take your hammer, so the bag is going to shut with the hammer inside, depending on the size of hammer, obviously. So that's your main, this side, the front of the bag has got the most pockets in it. I'll just try and tilt it around to show you. On the flap side that pulls down, we've got a nice see-through zip pocket there. We've got a couple of smaller loops there, probably for your pens, and then a business card holder there. So that's pretty much summed up the front of the bag. If you've not seen the Velocity gear before, all the fittings, like the zips, are the toughest grade zips available on the market. I think they're called YKK zips, so you'd have a job to break them basically. So that's the front. Now we'll move on to the middle section, because this is the best thing about this bag. So I'll show you how we get the handle off. So the handle that carries the bag, you've got this military grade clip here. You squeeze it together and that pops out. And then you've got this, which you can pull to open the middle section of the bag, which is a void all the way to the bottom, to that the hard tray, separating the sides of the bag. Now, I've been using this as my main plumbing bag. Now, the reason I like this bag, because not better than other bags, but one of the main things I like about this bag is the central pocket. And the reason being is, if you're running a plumbing bag like I am, when all the pockets are vertical, you've not got space for things like solvent, cement, your tub of paste, because they don't go in those vertical pockets. So you've got plenty of room in there for stuff like that. We've got a bit set, which is a bit too big for those the bigger pockets in the bottom on any bag I've found. So you've got room for that in there. Room for your drill driver. Now this is only a 12 volt, this is the smaller version, but you can get an 18 volt version in there. And then we'll chuck in Milwaukee pipe cutter, because that's quite a big tool. Now that goes in, the battery's just shy, so you'd have to put it in slightly on the angle or take the battery out. And the same thing goes for your gas bottle. It will take a gas bottle, it's big enough for the gas bottle, but you've got to unattach the torch. So the gas bottle goes in probably down to about here. There's no room for that. If you're a gas engineer and you're using a manometer, it's not tall enough for the manometer, but that will go in on its side at an angle. Same with your 300, 450 mil screwdrivers. They will go in this middle section on their side, easy like that, and that's still got all that kit in. Also, if you're using a gas analyzer, your hoses will all go in there if you want to keep them separate, or you could use this front pocket for that as well. So that's that middle section. Really useful for putting stuff in that won't go in the vertical pockets. Let's put that back together. And then we'll look at the reverse side. So we've got this reinforced padded section. So if you're carrying the bag on your shoulder and it's going to rub against your hip, you've got the padded sort of side there to protect you. But also, we open this side up. Start with this bit. We have got a pouch here, which is the full size of this flap, which will take an iPad. Now, if you've got an iPad in there, this reinforced bit here is going to look after your iPad. I'll show you the main section of the other bag. So the other thing I like about this bag is this side's pockets are completely different to the other side. So you've got a lot of variation of what you can do. It's got a tape loop on there, so you can put the tape in. It's got another stretchy neoprene pocket with a top on it, Velcro top for keeping things in. And then you've got some of the vertical storage at the bottom. The bottom two big ones are neoprene, so they're stretchy. And those four are the fixed ones. And you've got a tape loop there for tape. A really big pocket on the top with a Velcro lid on it. I was keeping my pipe slicers in that, but it looks like it's the perfect size for like a pair of safety goggles. Now, the one downside about this section of the bag I found, with stuff in there, you can't use these pockets for something tall like a pair of grips, because it goes in front of there, unless you're happy with that. It really wants stuff to go in that's lower than the pocket. So things that are shorter will go in there comfortably underneath the pouch. But it depends what you've got in there, if you want your bigger tools getting in the way of it. I don't know if you can see from the film, but you've got the area behind the pockets that you put things in. It's like a tough, smooth plastic. It's not material. So if you're putting stuff in there like knives or screwdrivers with sharp ends, it's not going to snag against it because it's going to hit that plastic boarding. So I've gone through that pretty quick. I think the main thing to take from this, if you've not seen Velocity bags before, it's a really well made bag, solid construction, and you've got a lot of different options for how you store and use it as a kit bag. Now just to give you an idea of the size, I'll just quickly put the shoulder strap on and stand up with it so you can see roughly how big it is. So I think that they've got this about right with the size for this bag. It's not too big, not too small, you can get plenty of kit in. And importantly, it's not too heavy to begin with before you start loading it with kit, because we all know with these bags with the vertical pockets in and so much storage, you can overload them to make them really heavy. But it's a nice light bag to begin with. So that's the Velocity 4.0. If you check on the Velocity Pro website, you'll get the current prices. If you've got any more questions that I've not answered about the bag, just leave me a comment and I'll try and answer them. Or just go on the Velocity website and there'll be all the details there, probably going into more specifics than I've gone. Now, as a thank you for watching this video, I have got a brand new boxed Rogue 4.0 tech case, the one we've just reviewed, to give away to one of my subscribers. All you need to do is like this video, make sure you subscribe into the channel, and just leave me a comment. You can write whatever you want. You can call me Big Ears. You can write whatever you want. You can ask a question, you can tell me a joke, or you can just leave a comment saying hi PB. Totally up to you, but I'll pick one person at random. What are we in now? We're in March, so by the end of March I will choose the winner and I'll post this out to you. Open worldwide. We'll go worldwide. You can have this wherever you live, wherever you're watching, but I'll choose a winner at random. So good luck and thanks for watching.